Greetings, everyone. Atmavandan, Namaste, and welcome. Welcome to day 3 of our practice of claiming true desires. It's a beautiful morning here, and for those who are attending the program in Hindi session, for them it is already day 6 of practice. What we have read so many times, the same chapter, we have contemplated, thought about it. We practiced with our higher self to find what it tells. What desires am I here to claim? And being first chapter of part 2, already we have gone through the seed of the chapter in part 1, slowly, slowly. And here also we are just claiming our true desires, and not every claim is processed or accepted or awarded. It's like not every claim is paid off. Sometimes we fail, we file the claim, but it gets cancelled. And in part 1, we tried to embrace this truth that we create our own reality with our thought. And step by step, Babaji is guiding us to realize that truth. So how else he can ask us to realize that? So he's saying, okay, so far whatever has happened, now let us see. You claim something that you desire, and now let us see what happens. Till now you have lived your life thinking somebody else is doing things for you. How you can take responsibility of your life? You won't change until and unless you don't change yourself. How can you create a different experience? Right? So the claim here is coming for our desires. The so-called desires defined in the chapter as God's desire. So this very much with this very chapter is connected with the chapter number 7, where everything got created with one thought of God. And so we are. We are that aspect of thought, knowing that we can know all about it by living it, not just a mental work, by experiencing what all God created. What was that thought? What was that experience that was thought in that thought, in that one thought? And it was the experience of what we call, that we experience in the truth, in the nature, that love, that peace, that infinite joy. How much ever we see that moonrise, that sunrise, it is never old. It is so different every morning and every time we pay attention to. So there's something that we, if we can create that kind of creation, we need to start thinking from there, not from a poverty mindset or not from a lack mindset where I think I am less and somebody else can do better than me. Instead, everybody is doing what God is thinking for them. Some is doing rightly without knowing they're doing it already, but God has thought about them. Somebody has just forgot about it. Somebody thinks that my life was designed by my parents, so I'm living their desires. So beautifully, this chapter reminds us that so far all your desires have been from your state of comfort. What you felt, so much convincing, so much easier. At given point of time, you thought, okay, let me do it. Because if we trusted our parents, we thought, okay, their desires are my desires. They're the right thing. They're saying the right thing. Let me explore that. But it's our experience. It doesn't give us the experience of what God's experience was. It might result into some kind of burden that we don't want to carry anymore, or like some bad recipe or some wrong recipe. I am North Indian. I have tried something from South, and I am not liking it. The recipe is good, but it's not of my choice. So beautifully, Babaji has defined the desire and the true desires here. And for us to open up to that truth, we just need to come to the practice again and again and again and again to see what Babaji is trying to or helping to us to realize. How can I think differently? So he totally gave a different perspective, as if, first he told that know what you are, know your existence. And you are not that simple, this one single body, one piece. You are everything in the nature. So far you thought this home is yours, this body is yours, this relationship, this job, and you took good care of it. But who is living the entire cosmos? How can you be separate from it? Do you think about it ever? So it's saying that, everything belongs to you. And that brings a shift. It sounds like a La La Land story. We can't trust it. We have to do hard work to earn my bread and butter. But we were creating from a different state, and it was working somewhat, somewhere, somehow, but not giving me the experience I wanted to taste. And for that, I had to know myself, who is experiencing that. And then the moment we connect to that who, things become easier. Then that who is creating the experience is no more a separate, a lower being, uh, crying for instant gratification, things after things. But he is creating from his wholeness, perfection. It's creating from that space where he has everything. I have all the recipes, all the ingredients in front of me. What can I do with it? So I come with that recipe of mine that brings something unique. And I have no guilt about it, no regrets, no double thoughts. I truly create, and then I truly experience, and then I truly take entire responsibility of it, of to make it work. Or if it doesn't work, don't cry. I know it can be fixed. So we want to get into that state, knowing that the tip of the iceberg is me, knowing that the hidden part is also me, and I am exploring the unknown. So the chapter starts with beautiful trust in the practice, that, okay, now it's easier for you to sit for 15 minutes. You can do that more than once. It doesn't say morning or evening. It says more than once you can sit with yourself, and then, you can just connect with your higher self for all that wisdom, for all that energies that you want to use in your day. Because half of the time we are working and we are busy in our heads, so we are doing something and we are thinking something else. So we lose so much of energy and we have no clarity. And clarity can come only when we sit quietly with our higher self. And he also gave what question to start with. Just ask for the wisdom that is important for this moment. Just ask for any thoughts that I'm carrying in my head that has to be corrected. So those simple things, he just reminded that, you can sit with that question with your higher self. And so that we can come to the point where we can ask anything, that everyday connection, not every day, every moment connection with higher self. Can I do this? What do you think? Should I try this? What do you think? What can I do next? Asking. When we ask, then we listen. When somebody says, keep saying, we keep saying about the chapter, again the question comes, nobody understands because nobody is listening. So when you ask, you listen. So you ask your higher self and you listen. So this way, we make our connection strong. We also find what my higher self is doing with me. Is there a higher self, or still I am just believing? Or sometimes we doubt, till this chapter I had the connection, the signal was working, and everything was good. But today, I think from this week, I don't have that. So what happened in between, who would know? I would know what happened. I might have mistrusted. I might have doubted. So that everyday connection, that quietness, quiet period practice is important, along with the day-to-day communication. I'm like, how I'm going about my work. Can I just check what am I doing? Where am I? Just a quick check. Am I in my heart, or just dwelling in my past or future? Where am I? So Babaji beautifully recapped the first part in this chapter, how I can get into the practice, how I can go about my day, and he's lovingly saying that you keep thinking anyway. So why don't you think these healing thoughts, these beautiful thoughts that can do something good, loving thoughts? And then it suggests, that look at your desire, what you want to experience now, what you want to create. Happened what happened. Forgiveness is done, correcting thought is done. Now get into the mode of, what you're here for. What's your passion? What do you want to experience? Or, so beautifully he says, does he say what you want to experience? And that experience will be my feeling somewhere, feeling of satisfaction with life. We come in life and we die without realizing how beautiful the life was. Every moment was so precious because we didn't count it as experience, as God's experience. The whole life we seeking God outside in the temple, somewhere. But we were living it every moment, and the life is now ending, and I have no idea what I did. I did for others. The life ends up where I lived my life for others and for my kids, for my family. But see what happens. Now nobody is there for me. In my old age, I am all by myself. Nobody is looking after me. So this kind of regret, this time kind of guilt comes in life. So it's better when we have life, we can think of or see what we want to experience and see what we are experiencing. For myself, just have a list of your experience every day, with every meal, with every nature walk, with every conversation. So it is taking us back to ourselves. And then he's saying that, okay, let's create a new inventory this week. So far, what you want to experience and what you really want. So here he says that, so far all your experience have been created from your lower mind perspective. So you lacked in God's all-knowing intelligence. All-knowing intelligence means it knows what this life is made for. And now I connect with that. When chapter number 4, 7, we just did this specific affirmations for I am all-knowing intelligence, so that we can use it. We can trust it. It is within. So the more we practice the connection with ourselves, the more we hear this wisdom, we hear this intelligence part of us. So he's asking to use that for your creation. So now not ABCD person is creating his list of desire that is unrealistic. Still he is giving some guidelines that you can check what you are creating, right? So again and again, this paragraph has to be read and reread. The paragraph where it says about ownership. So it says who is creating that experience, and when everything is there for your use, to fulfill your desires, to fulfill your need, when you are everything, you just use it. Now, maybe if some people have some resistance with this concept of, without owning, how can I use? But in my present life, I can just see I am breathing this breath as more than air. The breath is more than air. Free of cost. I'm not digesting my food, it is being digested. I'm not making my heart beat or produce hormones or, that maintain that whole endocrine system. It's happening. Can I connect to that intelligence where things are happening? So connecting that intelligence also knows what is there to do and what to do. Like our digestive system is working, it knows what to do. Every time you give anything and it does its job. The very same job every time. And has different input and kind of different output also, what we have eaten. So the same person is experiencing from life, from different creation, and just see yourself. It is for you to know who you are. It's the both way. You first know who you are, you create, you experience, and then you see who created that experience. Then you will have that trust. First time, maybe I'm doing this for the first time, reading it first time, I'm having this question, conflict, desires versus true desire. How can I know? But we just have to quiet our mind, let our higher self help. Just like the correcting thoughts or the people I want to forgive. I got the list of name. I have to trust the process. Just sit in the heart space and just be there. There are a few pointers that are given that, your higher self desire will be in the highest best of everybody. And so when you want to experience the same life, you are not just experiencing the relationship I have, that I have my son, my parents and all that, but I'm experiencing that unconditional love from all of my relationship. So that unconditional love was missing was before. I'm having a abundant wealth in terms of this salary. This abundant wealth was missing before. It was just the salary. I don't know how it comes. I might feel burdened sometimes. I might feel, that this is the only way, or I just have this much. I have to live with this much. I'm just barely able to pay my bills or anything like that. But he's saying carefully crafted, like how can you claim with the God qualities that is there, that you want to experience. This is my experience, that amount or the number, the income is the effect. But my experience is here. I am experiencing this abundant wealth, unconditional relationship, perfect health. These are the key words. I am free of my fears, um, my grudges, doubts. I want to unify with myself how that life would be, what kind of that unique personality I would be living in all aspect of my life. So this is that opportunity where we open ourselves like this. We sit with ourselves, our higher self, like create list of desires, and those will be when we are in our quiet period. It's those quiet time. It's the God speaking our true desires. These are the seed thoughts. Means it may not exist right now, but these are the seed thought, the very first thought that very seed wants to become a tree, and I'm going to make that happen. Just like before turning on the computer, there's a black screen, but when we boot it, it turns on, and we choose what we want to browse. Do I work on in some file folders, some project, or I want to come to Zoom, or do or do some other research or anything like that. It's my choice. It's my desire. That's how I come and I operate. So here, instead of playing games, I can just choose to use my time wisely. And that is driven by my true desires. I came here for that for that truth, that experience I wanted to have. I know what I wanted. So before there was nothing, but I created that experience. So it is highly important to underline these God qualities in my experience, because whatever I'm creating, it is how to live life fully, because everybody has those desire to live all the God qualities. And Babaji says in chapter number 7, because this is very natural for you to desire all those experiences of love, of peace, of infinite joy. This is how you are made. So that is your very true nature, and you would like to experience it. So before we die, we have to work on this, that recognizing part initially, then creating part, so that I trust it works, and then see how the same life is different. Now that nature, that one room or one home, I am part of the entire nature, and just thinking about it as my home, I feel safe in my home. I trust people around me, and that is now expanding to the cosmos and my identity also. It's no more theoretical. That in preface, Babaji says that for every human being, it is the same, that you are present everywhere, you know everything. And to for that us to for that to experience, we want to shift. We want to th change, shift in our thinking. And that's the book suggestion. You are made perfect, you are everything perfect, you just have to do little correction in your thinking. So this is the key shift we want to bring in our thinking, that now everything is mine. How can I make use of it? What brings me that infinite joy, that infinite bliss, or that I, without getting tired, I'm doing it again and again. If I doing it already in my life, what else I can create? So once we tune into that, we see, how nature is helping. Sometimes we see synchronicity. Sometimes we remember, oh, my childhood dream, it was like that. I always wanted to do things like this. I still see myself in that form. Now, who stopped that form to express? We did. Our false imagination, our fear didn't let us see the dream we wanted to live. But now we want to tap into that area, that very intimate space of us, that is very personal, that inside us. It wants to experience life like that. And just give it a try. So just realize that this chapter is about claiming, and going forward, we will work on it. Creating the world of true desire is the next chapter, where that who comes in picture and who has to define itself. Who is going to experience this? So we are ready with that shift of lower self experience versus higher self experience. with this list of true desire, with given some, we have iterated many times what should be it, like present time, present, right in present moment, because if we see, since our childhood, um, somebody is calling our name. So in Hindi, I will say, we say that somebody like mom calling, Preeti, हाँ आ रहे हैं. It's a present tense. I'm coming. But then you're not coming. You're there only. I can see. Mommy will say, you're still there. You're not coming. So means it has to be moving. And, I will come means I will wake up in 5 minutes, mean 5 minutes after 5 minutes after 5 minutes after 5 minutes. It's like on and on and on. That future never comes. So he's saying that, okay, come and write those desires in present moment, although you don't see it, but you write it because you will read it and it will happen in that moment. Just the way you are reading it is happening, and that's how you will experience it is happening. Not in future, not tomorrow, or not in the past. So what to claim is not our head's job, it's our heart's job. And that's where we want to be. And um, who has got a sufficient list of desires? Very good, congratulations. And just spend your time, more time with your higher self. Understand the language or the presence of higher self, what it is. So in our activity workbook, there are few things, key guidelines, like basic, very basic um, guidelines given to, uh, align our thoughts into those areas while we do certain things, so that we can tap into that intelligence part of us and not working from the old mindset. We are bringing that shift by bringing little awareness about what I'm doing, why I'm doing. So I'm putting some affirmation to bring that essence in my action. Now, I'm not rushing to finish my work, whatever I'm doing. I'm truly experiencing in the moment what it is. Because this is creating my life in bits and pieces. I am living that life that will end anytime, I don't know. And my life has to be fulfilled. Even if I lived a day, a moment, I want to experience what I am truly. Not in my quiet period only, but also in my living time. So chapter seems very simple, and it is simple. Um, and the more we practice our higher self voice, we can note down, it will help. Just don't think that, I can think and I can know. Although you receive messages, but still write. Many a times still it is happening that I open my notebook and pen. I want to write something. I want to write something. Okay. But I end up writing something else. So it still happens, and many times it's different. Um, and I just think that, okay, I need that information more at this point of time. So that's how it has come. So writing is important. You will see how you are changing your words, and not consciously in that state where we write, it just happens. So trust that process. And since we have done this chapter many times, I also did a lot of time again recapping it. Um, read and go back to the sessions and listen more, see what clicks, if there is any confusion. If you feel comfortable, then just keep continuing the practice, reading the chapter, and in day in and out, try to incorporate as much you can from the activity workbook. Writing those affirmations are very powerful for our subconscious to receive this new information, so that it can create a new file and we can operate from there. Right? So the practice is simple. Just ask our higher self, what is my true desire I want to experience? And wait. And start writing just however you receive. There's no claim, there's no present tense, but start writing. Maybe, thought of past is coming. Maybe, some future thoughts are coming. Maybe something random coming. Just make a note of it. Once that um, surface thing is dumped down, the nectar will come. So until that point, we have to just write. And we don't have to spend hours, just 10, 20 minutes, then again, and again 20 minutes, and again, whenever we have time, just we can do this. So that's all from me. Shaileshi, I would like to welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. So, this is my sixth day talking on this topic. So, most of the stuff that I wanted to say has already come out. But yeah, definitely I will welcome anyone's questions on this topic. We have talked about it. The primary purpose of that list of your true desires is basically it's a map of who you are or why you are here. This will answer your questions. What is it that you really want in your life? The God is expressing through you. So that connection is being established now. You start becoming the expression of God. Instead of just being you start becoming an expression of God. Understanding this, once you start feeling it in your being, it's not just a mental exercise. Start feeling that in your being that you are an expression of God because you are part of his thought. The God was expressing through the thought which created the universe. So all of us, each one of us is an expression. And now think about it. This morning, as I was listening to Preeti here, and something was going on in my head. What was that? Was when creation happened, all elements of creation also got created. There was a provision made. Well, how will these, they will need something to feed themselves. Where will it come from? So God said, okay, I will express myself as food so that my creations can feel fulfilled. So when you are eating, remember you are eating God, that expression of God. You pluck a flower from the tree, you are actually plucking an expression of the God. The God comes in your hand. Anything that you touch, feel God there. Because everything around you is an expression of that one thought. There is nothing else. You are integral part of that thought only. So when the tree sees you and you see the tree, that communication is happening between two expressions of God. It is amazing when you start looking at everything in that fashion, when you start feeling everything in that fashion, nothing will feel separate from you. Everything becomes part of you. You are so well integrated into the existence. And that is how you feel expansion of your being. The other important thing to remember when the creation happened, what was created? Creation had nothing but one element called love. Whatever you call it, material, energy, whatever it may be. But there was only that one. From that, how to create many. So it duplicated itself, multiplied itself. All of them are creators only. So creation created creating machines. Everything is a creating machine in universe. Everything, because it is live. It is living. Everything is living. There is, we think they are non-living things, right? But they are not non-living. They are all consciousness. Everything. Because they have come out of consciousness. They are not even, I wouldn't call it come out, they are part of consciousness. That when there is an infinite existence, infinite means it has no shape, no limits, no boundaries. So when there is something like that, it has nowhere to go. It cannot move. But within it, there is internal movement. Think
A
of
rock
the
becomes sand,
ocean.
a rock
Yeah,
become soil, and that soil nourish the seed, creates the plant, so it transforms. Just
everything is related, right? Everything is meant for everything else. Think of it this way. Everything in creation is supporting everything else, the existence of everything else. In the bed of ocean, for example, you go deeper in the ocean, it seems limitless, but there is still movement inside it. There are streams and currents of flow that happen in the bed of the ocean. Water is flowing still, right? This is how an infinite existence can still experience movement within. Creation is a continuous process. It's a continuously expressing, right? Just like bubbles inside the water, a bubble comes out, it stays for some time and then vanishes, disappears. Just like that, all the forms that have boundaries, just like us, the tree, the mountain, the grass, everything has a finite shape, just like a bubble. And everything is within that one consciousness, that infinite existence. We are part of that existence, and we are here to experience each other and support each other. The food that we eat is another expression of the same existence that supports us, our existence. This is that integration. That's the beauty of this creation, that everything is self supported. It's
interconnected.
just connected, right? The mountains take millions of years to evolve or to change. Their process is slow, but they are still conscious, they are living, they are still having things happening within. To us, they look non living, but they support so much. On top of it, there is so much vegetation. The trees growing on top of the mountains, on their surface, so much vegetation grows, so many animals live there, so many birds live there. All this entire ecosystem is self supported and mutually helping each other. That is called integration, right? And we are not separate from it. That is the lesson in this chapter, that we are not separate.
So God is experiencing God.
Ah,
The two gods coming together, then there is humility. Then there is only that gentleness, that space, that that space of embracement, that then there's no gratitude, that's just embrace. It's
it,
that feeling of that eternity, that expansion, that God interaction, that gentleness comes when the two gods talk.
so uh, feel this thing. I what I want you to think, not just think about this integration, not only in thoughts, but also feel it in your experience. Begin to move your awareness to feeling than just the thought. Thought is the beginning. It is a starting point. I am giving you a thought. Now, from that thought, you can generate experience of your own. Feel this integration. And once you start feeling the integration, you will begin to feel that aspect that's being taught to us in this chapter, the aspect of using everything around you for your purpose, for yourself. Today you will hesitate. Today, because I don't own it, I can't use it. That's our mindset. It's a logical trap. So, how do you break that trap? Start feeling the connection experientially. And a beautiful transformation will begin to happen within. You will begin to hear, you will begin to listen, you will begin to understand through your thoughts, communications coming from these so called non living existences. We are going to work more specifically on this in part 3, but all I'm saying is that in this chapter, this foundation stone has been set for future as well. How your natural think about your natural instinct, right? You immediately, when you learn something new, you immediately want to help others with that, right? Oh, I can clean my aura. Can I do it for my son? You know, that instinct, where does it come from? The connection. You feel connected, right? That gives you an idea. Well, okay, this is applicable to everyone around me, everything around me. That's nature, right? Our own innate um, quality. So some of these things are naturally there for the system to function. One important thing that humans have, and I have seen it with pets also, reciprocation. Anytime anyone does something good to you, you want to pay it back or do the same. Don't call it pay it back. You want to do the same for them. Somebody gives you a gift, you want to give them a gift. This reciprocation is a nature's process. It's not your creation. It is built in, just like your breathing system. This reciprocation is a motivator for you to do, support rest of the existence. Right? So now expand this quality that you possess. Reciprocation, right? So when you eat food, how do you reciprocate to the nature? Nature supported you, you need to support nature, right? In how many ways? Start putting your awareness in that direction. Today, you may not have the answer. You may have some answers, may not be much, but start thinking that way, connecting with nature. Think about it, when you support somebody, what is actually happening? That somebody is using your availability as part of the universe. You are meant for their use. That's what is the message in the lesson. So it is not just, they don't own you, but they can use your existence, right? You don't own me, but you can use my talk. It's available, right? This is how, when you start seeing that feeling of reciprocation is basically interconnection, it gives us an opportunity for interconnection. And that's our true nature. We are actually, our innermost knows that I am not separate. But at physical level, I want to be separate. Why? Because I need to experience something differently. So I have to keep that distinction. All the five fingers in your hand cannot become identical to each other. They have to work together. In each one has a different function, right? So they have to remain separated to function in a way and experience. And this entire process has got movement in it. Without movement, creation does not happen. So what we call as creation itself is, is a thought. Just a thought. So the more you dwell in it, you will begin to enjoy knowing, all right, this is what is going on. This is what is going on. So try doing what I'm doing. It's really entertaining.
I've tried
Feel.
making this experience, especially in meditations, where you are everything. As if, like, you touch your hands, you clap, you make noise, you snap, you play, that's me. I know this is my hand, and then I take care of it, you know, how gently I'm touching, what unique posture I keep creating with my fingers all that time. That is what we are doing with nature every moment, with every breath. And in that, there is no separation. Then I'm taking care of the nature also. And that salary that we are writing is then no more a lower self salary. It is nature coming us to serve us. It is that infinite presence which is there, and nobody has put his name. Okay, I want to claim this from here. It just comes to us to serve us. It's just like that. We have to be open. So initially, we may start with some amount, but then we know that that is also not needed. I am financially abundant. That nature, people, person, everything is there for my use. And that's how we start seeing in our life. From a kid to a plant to an insect to everything. Yesterday it happened, a fly came, sat all around here and here. Earlier I used to get irritated. I was like, I can't take it. But yesterday I just let it roam where it wanted. And I was just like tickling me, just doing like this. Literally, I was working and it was happening. I was watching. So there was no frustration. And then it sat. I know there's some cleaning she is doing for me. And then she flew away. I didn't resist and I just let it work for me. And then I allowed it to go. And it went. Otherwise, what I usually, I would put my finger, I will make it fly. Then it will come back again. And then again, whatever she wanted to do, she will do in maybe 5 times, 10 times. Then I allowed it, it sat, it did its job, and then it left. So that is me interacting with myself. And so all these eras, these Upanishads, Vedas, they are there for us to experience all this. And Babaji is given that do step by step these things. It will change you from inside out. That, that simple drinking water is no more the same. Sometimes I feel where that sweetness is coming in from the water. It's the same water I keep drinking. So things change when we change, when our outlook change. So our mind has to be gentle, and it is by nature very gentle. We just need to give a direction. And these words, these lines, these are powerful lines. These are giving that shape to our mind. And then we start that thought that is coming. It's coming because I'm now feeding those input. Like earlier in ignorance, we kept feeding from social media, from somebody's life, some stories. But now we are feeding with the truth. Then how my thoughts are changing, how my life is changing. That God connection, that presence that is everywhere, how even nobody can put in words, although it is put in words, but I have to experience on my own. And these are the key foundation laid out. Yeah, Ajay ji, you can unmute.
Yeah, Atmamadan, Pritiji, Shaileshi, and all the masters. It is a beautiful journey, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. And I don't know, because when you came with Spanda and Nasadia, why you looked at the creation, and that's what I wanted to know.
The creation chapter correcting thought itself is there, and it came afterwards. The Nasadya Sutra and Rigveda connection, we realized it was there, but not this way. It was like there, I am connected. But that chapter itself, it just came from somewhere, higher self guiding you, watch this, you see this connection, explore it. And in first listening, that happened. I shared that video I've got somewhere, like I shared it with Shaileshi, but it took some time to go through it. And then I called him again. Then we worked on it. I just created some audio and then I shared it. And he said, wow, this is amazing.
You know, this is the intelligence of the whole creation. I don't know whether you realize this. You got into it, just imagine. The entire intelligence of the creation is trying to find out how the creation started. And the question is, why I need to know? Why I need to know? It's not because we want to know how it created, but by knowing that, we will know who we really are, what is this creation, and what is God. Whether I believe it, anybody believes it or not, it is almost like an individual journey. It propels you. This is I was wondering why, from where you got that inclination. I don't know whether from 2024 onwards you have thought about it, but you brought it now, correct? So I was wondering what prompted Shailesh and Prithisi to bring it. And it is something you said, no, 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 no. We have to be, limited to unified. No, because we are part of the universal intelligence and that moves imperceptibly. It's not your choice. It's just the choice of the God, divinity. He wants to express it. However, this is a miracle,
Nature's plan, God's plan.
God's plan. And and so many theories of creation is there. I will take one simple example. One Alan Watts is there, a Western philosopher. So he said God was alone. So he got bored. So what he did, he replicated 4 or 5 of them he created, and then he started playing. God being God, he's so beautiful and so perfect. So he created his perfect images, and then he forgot who is the real God. So, so now God is searching to find out where is the God, the real God. So, so beautiful these are. And okay, from there, okay, now I will take you. Uh, in Bhagavad Gita, in the chapter 6, I was I was attending some class. So there it's saying, Sarva Bhutastha Atmanam Sarva Bhutani Atmani. That means Sarva Bhutastha Atman. See, the spiritual growth goes in a process. The process in the sense that a seeker first understands, I think I am a body, mind, intellect. That's it. Then we hear some Atma, some Paramatma. So he feels there is an Atman inside me, that is awareness or consciousness. Atman is inside me. Then suddenly he finds, afterwards, oh, it is not in me, it is in every living creature. It's like space, let's take the example of space, and then we see here. Then he feels there is a space in my house here, and wherever each one of us masters now sitting, there is a space in your house. So now he understands, oh, there is space in everybody's house. That means there is an Atman in every individual's body. Then he says, oh, no, it is not like that. All the houses are in space. So, so the space was inside me or inside my house. Now I came to realize there is space in every individual houses. And then suddenly I realized, oh, no. The space is not inside the house. All the houses are in space. Exactly the same here. I feel the Atman is inside me. Then next I understand, oh, Atman is in everybody's there. It may be different also, it is there. But then suddenly I found the whole creation is in Atman. And then suddenly in the next verse, what he's saying is beautiful. I'm just taking it now, Bhagavad Gita class now. Okay. Now he is saying, why I'm taking it, now you will understand. Yo mam pasyati sarvatra sarvacha mai pasyati. So now he was talking about Atman. Lord Krishna is talking about Atman to Arjuna. Then he's telling, now, who sees me in everybody's heart and sees everything in me? So where from Atman I came? See, just one verse to another, he shifts the perception. He's no more Atman. He's saying, this is me, this is God, this is higher self, this is unified. Can you see this connection? It's so beautiful.
You won't believe, yesterday only I thought only Bhagavad Gita is left to explore and connect and relate, and see you are giving that insight.
It is, this, if you were there, because I know, you are in the journey, you can feel it, that exhilaration to find out, wow, oh, this is what it is. So now, how can you say that God is away from you? I will take the next verse. Please bear with me because we are there. You will enjoy it. And next verse you say, Jo mam pasyati sarvatra. The same thing he said. Jo mam pasyati sarvatra. Who sees me everywhere? And sarvacha mai pasyati. And everything in me, tasyaham, means na pranasyami. That means I never forget him. Sacha me na pranasyati. He will not also miss me. So it is, just see now what he said. That if you can see me in everybody and you see everything in me, you cannot lost me. But God is saying, you are never lost to me, nor I am lost to you. That means like I know each part of my body, even if I'm not looking at it, I'm not feeling about it, but I know it is there. If that is there, then how can you miss me, and how can I will also miss you? And Adi Shankara in his Bhashyam on this particular verse is saying, when he's saying that you will not miss me, that means your perception will be direct. It is not indirect, like, oh, because I see the smoke, there must be fire. So it is not that, oh, because there will be Atman is there, so Lord is there in his or her heart. No, it direct perception. So that is now, so this is the question now, what Shailaji said and what you said. How can you miss seeing the Lord? When you take water, when you touch anything, your laptop, whatever you are touching, whatever you are saying, how can you lose? me. I am never lost to you, and you are never lost to me. We are unified. Thank you. So beautiful it is. I thought I'll share this.
And see how beautifully, the way all these opening happened, this Pandakarika and this Rigveda, and now you are connecting with Gita. It is happening at certain times. I think one evening, it was the third day of Hindi session, and I was with Shaileshi, and I asked him, let's do this. So we created that video that, it is very relevant with chapters so people can identify, what from where the source of thought is. That's the only point. And the 2 days back only, I just listened that Nasade Sukta audio. So there's a connection, even Spandakarika, like we are starting this part two and just bring that awareness, that hearts, that Spandan we are listening. Become more aware of it, that's going to work future. It has ancient connection. We have not explored it. We have not given it enough time. So this thing came on just on time, and like today you are going through Gita session and these things are coming back as now unified is integrated in you. So how these things are same for now, who doesn't know Krishna can know, doesn't know Atmana, he can still experience what Krishna said 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, this is so beautiful, and yeah, everything is so integrated. And mind you, and when we try to differentiate awareness from the whole creation, because that's why for understanding initially we said that awareness and matter, they're two separate distinct principles. Even they said they're not thing. They said that this is two different principles. Awareness not a part, product or property of matter. You won't believe me, down there is a fight going on in the Western world whether this awareness is a product of the brain. There is a beautiful Australian philosopher called David Chalmers. He is still a professor in one of these American universities, and he wrote in 1995 The Hard Problem of Consciousness. What is the hard problem of consciousness? He said if consciousness is a product of the brain or the mind, how come? If because science and everybody accepts that these are all matter, body, mind, and intellect. If they are all matter, how that experience of I-ness is coming? Like I am driving the car, you can replicate anything by robotics, like Google and all, they are doing it. But the feeling of my driving the car, sometimes the thrill, sometimes I can be bored or whatever it is, those feelings, how it is coming, how the matter creates first person experience. So he said hard problem of consciousness. So this is still is fighting on. The scientists are saying, no, today we are not able to explain to you how it is, but give us 10, 20 years time. We will try to find out, promissory note, that we'll find out some solution, or find out the link. But as far as our Vedantic philosophy is concerned, Vedas are concerned, they said, no. Science, awareness and matter, they are totally different. There is no connection, absolutely no connection. Now, the question is, if there is no connection, how then creation came? Because without awareness, creation is not there. Without electricity, no instruments works. So now that's why the problem is, if awareness and matter, they came together, which is Sankhya philosophy said, and they created this world. So whose thought it is? Because awareness by itself cannot think. If awareness by, you need awareness to think, mind thinks with the presence of the awareness, but awareness cannot think. Then who? So matter cannot think, awareness also cannot think. Then who thought to have this creation? And this is where the Spandan helps in understanding that awareness, even if it cannot think, but there is a movement in awareness itself. That Spandan, that is the beautiful contribution of Kashmir Shaivism. Spandan is from Kashmir Shaivism. So even if it appears it is not moving, but like the deep sea, there is a current is going on, movement is there, and that sometimes expresses. It doesn't have a need to have a thought form like if an individual, but it happens. So what happens when a physically a person dies? So Ajanak dies. So now my body is there. So what has happened to awareness then? Because awareness is totally separate. So now what they're saying, the awareness is reflected. When I'm alive, it is reflected in everybody. It is reflected. So that reflected consciousness makes us aware. But when the physical body dies, it loses its ability to reflect awareness. So it's not that there is Atma is there, it will go away, some like light go away like movie they show. It's not like that. So body loses this ability to reflect awareness. So when I'm saying now, I'm saying we are conscious and all, it is reflected consciousness. There is truth theories are there, so we'll not get into that. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. And this particular angle was missing, and then somehow other you brought it. Maybe so maybe it was in my mind.
I
To
was
go.
telling Shailesh ji, it's Ajayji's consciousness that has done this work. So you are omnipresent, and you being here maybe put that energy and you brought it in front of us.
No, I was so happy. I was so happy you won't believe it. And physically, I was not I was not well, but my mind was absolutely in a state of bliss when I saw this pandan, and I said, "Oh my God, now I'm not going to leave you." I was so happy, so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It is
So
always the
the
group consciousness. This is part of the group consciousness. As a group, we are growing. As a group, also, we have an entity. We are an entity as such, right? As a group, we have an identity. And that identity has its own consciousness.
Yes,
At that level of consciousness, the things are happening simultaneously. Think of the synchronicity part of it, right? You have the thought, Preeti gets a thought, Shailesh ji becomes an instrument to produce the video, etc. This whole thing, and then the communication happens. This whole process is not happening just like that. It is happening because of the group need. The group requires that information at this point in time. That's why it is happening. So look at it just like how creation actually happens. This is how it is happening. Creation happens this way only. When whatever is necessary will appear, give its contribution, and then disappear. That's our life.
so no perseverance. I got this
Ah,
last year in my unified that you're not here to preserve anything.
ah.
You're here to experience and create.
The entire creation is happening is this way only, right? But the it's more like a in my engineering terms we call it interlock. That we use, think about what is science. What we call is science. Science is accumulated information through experimental proving, right? By mind, right?
yes,
Mind is limited. So based on whatever limited knowing we have and whatever limited facilities we have, we've come to certain conclusions, made note of that, we call it science. But all those who are actually connected with science, who are doing scientific work, they are aware of the limitations. They
Yes.
know that this is just limited. At this point in time, this much I know, right? But what is happening? Those who are not directly connected with science, they are assuming, oh, tell me scientific validation of this thing. Hey, do
Yes.
you really know the science itself? You are asking me to validate something scientifically. Do you even know what science is? No, 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 no. Somebody, they heard from somebody, I need to have a proof of this from science. So they want scientific proof of everything, which again tells about their own level of knowing. Very immature, right? So I have stopped thinking about scientific proof of anything. Why? Because I now understand science is not even 1% of what exists,
Absolutely.
right?
What
But how,
unique.
why do I use that as a basis? I have the ability to expand and know. Each one of us has, right? Why will I not just go and know? Why do I need to use something which is incapable for
But
This.
this is,
supporting me,
hmm,
right? This is the reason why study of scriptures gives us that expansion. Think beyond, right? Vedas don't talk about science anywhere.
Yes, absolutely.
They have a small section called um, um, what has become our um, j-
Astronomy
ast-
is there.
yeah, astronomy, astrology, all these things, right? Those are small, small parts of that, right? Where accumulated, where somebody has gathered relevant information in one place so that that can be used for um, some specific purposes.
Correct, correct.
But our scriptures never constrain us. They
No.
just make us think. Think
It's very
about this.
inclusive. It's very inclusive.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in the concept of God, like from here, that awareness is God. So, and then you need a form. When I do the puja, I cannot conceive where is Lord. So I have a form. So I said, this is the Krishna is my Lord. And there you put Jesus, you put
Mm.
Prophet Muhammad, you put anybody. What
Uh,
difference it makes? Also, it doesn't make
exactly.
so beautifully
Exactly.
inclusive religion it is.
Yes. Yeah.
this is
So
the era
beautiful.
where, science and Vedas, Upanishad, they all come together. So it's not that one is good or the other is not. And
Yeah.
it's about, spreading awareness. People like Charvaka and other things came up later, right? So this is
Yes.
also one kind of sect where people are not seeing that aspect. So science is trying to do, and the beautiful innovation is that quantum physics, which knows the uncertainty, and that makes us curious. So that makes science curious to find things. Ultimately, what if one day they are stopping this empirical thing? And it is happening, right? Where people experiences have been gathered and put together to show, okay, this group of people, they did this and that thing happened. So it's that thing, it's like part of humility. That neti, right? I love that
Yes.
here from Rig Veda, that it's not claiming this is how it is. It is saying it doesn't have to be answered. If it is answered, you will never open this question. And
Yeah.
until then, when there is a creation, this question has to be open to experience. And
And
this
this will
journey
be
Babaji is,
individual journey. Actually, this
yeah.
is how it goes. It will suck you in. This is universal intelligence. It will reveal itself. And then you come out suddenly, Silasji will come out, Silasji, Sutra will come out, one you will find,
So
who knows?
from there, like top-down approach was going. Creation happened this way. Rigaveda is from 3,000 years old. It's there. This happened this way, and we are trying to do this. Babaji is saying, okay, now take bottom-up approach. Now you are living
Yes.
this life, and now you are living the same truth. Can you reflect it? Now see, are you living this? And it happened
Uh,
3 years after 3 years of practice. Yesterday only I went to my old session of this chapter, particular chapter. I noticed I could see the depth we have got this year again. And last year we were thinking, okay, we have got the depth, and now we are getting last year 5-10 minutes of summary, and we are in meditation, and we are done in an hour. Now we start talking, and it's same thing we are coming and saying. You might be bored, but we have to go get into it so that it goes deep. It's easy to take carry in
Yeah.
our being when we listen again and again.
So just to share my experience of how intricate nature is, how deep nature is. When I was young, I was, as an engineer, I was very fond of automating computerized things. In those days, computers were also not very common. So I used to have access to a machine which was um, works. In those days, those machines were used for doing very complex work, scientific work. So I had access to that, and I used to love programming. So I used to just there. I spent 6 months in those who have science background. They would know there are mathematical equations which define properties of water.
Good.
They are called steam tables, right? So steam tables are calculated values of properties of steam and water. And the profession in which I was, steam and water was a very important thing for us to do calculations. So I wanted to automate those properties of steam and water so we can, through calculation, predict, well, if this much temperature, this much pressure, how will water and steam behave? That was, and it's all mathematical equations exist in books and they have been established over time. Now, what I was trying to do was program it so that I don't have to calculate. I don't have to, those formulas are very complex. So if you manually sit down to calculate, it will take days. So if I automate, create a formula and I input, well, okay, this is the pressure, this is temperature, it will give you the density, viscosity, all the properties, right? Now, when I programmed it, all the equations as per mathematical equations, I programmed the equation. Once I did that, I started running my reports so that whatever output comes, I can now check with the tables. All tables have already been created. People have manually done that and created tables. Uh, the results I was able to get. But now, when computer was doing the calculation, it was giving me results to 6 levels of after decimal, that accuracy.
Yes.
And even then it was not perfect. So that's where nature is. Nature cannot be simulated. We cannot. Science can keep doing whatever it wants to do. It cannot reach that level of intricacy which brings that finesse,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. I was
That and that can only be and when you experience it, you can enjoy it. That's the best thing. You still can
absolutely.
enjoy it. That beauty of how nature is existing, you can enjoy it. But you just can't, like, how can I recreate this one? You cannot.
Yeah, because
It's just
when
a
you are
different
pushed
way of or different approach science is taking. We are already doing that. That God
Yeah.
creating God is happening all the time. It's like
on,
we want to do some, mechanical way. That is a different thing. That's a natural gift to the nature that belongs to us also.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, what I'm saying that that search of the creator, whether you call it God or some force or something, it's just a search, and everybody has a free will to take what you want, and it helps actually. Now, um, people have that logical mind. That Gen Zs, they want that. They don't want some old 5,000 old
yeah.
scriptures.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing because sometimes when you are pushed the wall and then that you feel, oh, there's nothing like, and it is revealed to you. What is the next step? It just comes to you. Then you try to integrate it. Oh, this is what it is, and this is same like a higher self in the play or the or the universal intelligence which is takes you along with it. Once you know that, okay, you were there, you want to the next step, so it just reveals itself because that's you. The beauty is because that's it, what you are. God is not separate from you, so you indirectly, it's all your creation. That was something like called subjective idealism. Subjective idealism was like when you dream. In my dream, I can see myself Ajanak walking in MG Road in Bangalore. So that means the whole creation is in Ajanak's head. So some people said, now whatever you are now experiencing in this world, how do you know? How do you know that it is not your dream? Everybody is doing it like that. Our unified says everybody is doing a role for you, and you are the producer, script writer, producer, and director. So why not? And this is called subjective idealism. Then Adi Shankara's guru's guru, Gaudapada, and Adi Shankara's guru is Govindapada, Govindapada's guru is Gaudapada. So Gaudapada, one in Mandu Karika, he said, the subjective idealism, there is one division of Buddhism called Vijnanavadi. They were thinking like that also. They said, yeah, this is the dream of, can be yours, it can be anybody's dream. So that's it. And everybody else is playing the role. And then Adi Shankara and his guru's guru, Gaudapada says, no, it is not that. There is an universal mind which is dreaming this, if you want to take in the dreams. Yeah, because dream also is illusion. So this whole creation for Advaitin, it was an illusion. So it is not your individual dream, because Ajanak walking in the MG Road is not dreaming the dream. Ajanak sleeping in Dubai is dreaming. So similarly, don't think that when you are searching there, it is your dream. Are you getting it? The logic. So that means there is somebody up there, and that can be God. So it is his dream. So it's a beautiful philosophy. Is beautifully it is explained, and then uh, the journey is beautiful.
So
Thank you.
the,
It's a
that the
beautiful.
next thing, right? That Ajay Nayak's dream is God's dream. When Ajay Nayak itself is sleeping, he doesn't know who is he. That dream
Yeah.
is still creating pain. But the moment Ajay Nayak knows who is he, who
Gets
is
up.
creating this, he knows what he is going to create now. And that brings from chaos to order in nature.
Yes.
And that is where our next chapter is.
Wow.
So
Wow.
every time we, start with the chapter with so much confusion, with so much questions, and by the time we are in day 6, day 3, they are like turning points. We are already touching the next chapter that I'm more curious now. Who am I who is creating these experience?
Yes.
But today's sharing that the way Shailesh has put, that God is experiencing itself in everything. Now you touch the same thing, the water, the shower, your clothes is there for you as if they are coming to serve you. Everything
Absolutely.
has a life, everything has a purpose, and your purpose aligns to their purpose. And there's no good, bad, no small or big. Everything has
Absolutely.
unique, delicate contribution in who that I am.
I am having a double, enjoyment of the whole
I can
this
see it on your
session.
face. Double enjoyment. And thank
I,
you for making our enjoyment double like this.
I
एक
I
तो
am not
I
going.
went
I am not going to leave this platform this year.
चलो अच्छा that's good. You know, we can have some more of these kind of exploration coming time. But yes, once one thought I had that I went to Banaras, I didn't know consciously that these are Shiva's wisdom. If anything coming from Babaji, it's in that lineage, that knowing the self. And Babaji's wisdom is always like, even what with Lahadi Mahasheji, that bring that dhyana to every household. It's integral part of it. It's not like you do the karma and call Pandit to do the karma kand. It's your responsibility. your own responsibility. No
And
Satyanarayan Puja can lift the trouble you have created.
but Satyanarayan Puja is also necessary because, with that sapad we enjoy. No, no, this creation is so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. You won't, yeah, we will explore, we will share, and also with Babaji Master, Lahiri Master, and because I am from the Kriya, so that we have the entire lineage, we know their uh, biographies and their autobiographies. So sometimes we will explore that side also a little bit. So it's beautiful. The journey is beautiful.
At least it keeps our mind open. And, this
Yes.
top down and bottom up approach, keep remembering that, we have that mind. It has all sorts of impression. That mind that is limited today can become unlimited when we connect it with that intelligence of all knowing, that God's intelligence. That's where we're heading to. Even science is heading it to somewhat, right? I
Yes,
was
yes,
trying to
absolutely.
understand how this intelligence part was added in AI.
Mhm.
And I'm like amazed they have brought actual human or that animals, insects, minds, numbers, like the code, that how is saying that how is water made. That's how they have made the intelligence.
Mm.
That every cell was programmed, um, like a program, like number, like digits. So it is in a very beautiful direction that we are heading, and definitely in next 10 years we can't even imagine where we will be.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. So again, it's the most important time that we are here for. And today, just ask yourself, is it my true desire to experience unified? That I truly want to live unified. Now I understand. Till now, I was living only a part of me. A part of me is still unexplored. And how it would be, I don't know. But where my little, this quiet period experience can be this serene, what it can add to my life. Number doesn't matter. We are 5, 10, or 15. But if these many people are experiencing that, we are the amplifier, we are the source of this knowledge now, because we are carrying it in our heart, creating from this space, adding to the creation's expansion with our expansion. So next generation will be ahead of us. Like we laugh at the previous. We are doing that work, that expansion of consciousness, by adding our own wisdom, our own experience of this highly encrypted language, unified chapters. How much you read every time I will go and I will write one new word. How much I read, I will go find some connection somewhere that will not let me sleep. I'll keep thinking. So bring it in your life and see what uniqueness you create. Maybe you are living your true desire, but your mind says that no, this is not you wanted. But you are already living it. But because you have not looked what you are receiving from it, it is how it is nurturing you today. You cannot see where it is taking. Like I can tell, like Preeti was working in the IT office, very comfortable, enjoying salaries, all the comforts and name, fame, wisdom, everything. But at that time, at that point of time, that was my true desire. I didn't know, because that shaped me. That was fulfilling my the experience I wanted to have at that point of time. That that nurtured me, that fulfillment from that kind of role I experienced in whatever time I did. And somewhere this desire blossomed, living that desire, that I want to experience this. And that's my statement to my boss, that what Buddha experienced in his life, what Jesus experienced in his life, I want to experience that. He said, what can I do to keep you? Or what can I do for you? I said, this reason. And then he says, then I can't say anything. If it was another company, another job, I can offer you a better salary. But if you want to do something else, I have to let you go. And that, that job ke saath unified, it was a good experience. But what if I have to go dig deeper, explore bit by bit, like the Spandakarika is coming now Rigveda. I don't know if the quantum physics angle comes in, it's just for I have experienced it, and that my son, right? Just now Shailesh gave that example, that I what I experienced, I give it to my son. And now when that I has changed into everything, it changes into everybody. It's no more my son, not everybody is not other body. It's my body. So that sharing expands. That flower that is blossoming every day inside, that fragrance, that newness, it wants to express. And that is a property of creation, that it grows, it nurtures, it expands because of that spandan we are connected to. That spandan is so important, that pulsation in our heart. That's a very basic core practice of the chapter number 1. That is the base foundation of all the chapters, is doing that part. So until yesterday, all the dreams were beautiful. From today, it's God's dream, because I am connected to my center and I am the source. When I listen to that song, I am love, that recently got created. Actually, it got created long back, but yeah, recently launched. But then it says, when it says, I am love, I feel I am the source of love. I don't borrow it from anybody. It's there because I am. Now feel that, and then create things in life, whether it's a dream or true desire of planting a tree, or doing anything today, just allow it to present itself in this quiet period. So we are not manipulating, we are just nurturing, guiding our mind. So take a deep breath in, and we are ready with all that we have heard, with full awareness. Some can give words, some can feel, some knows but don't know. But the truth of nature is within, is in everyone, everybody. So there is no different, no separation. And then the fear drops. That pain heals itself in that sweet melody of that pulsation, that vibration in our heart. And whatever that pulsation may feel like at this point of time, or any point of time, is the space to be. Whatever is not in tune will come in tune. And when it is in tune, it might expand into nothingness. And then the seed appears, like the thought appeared at the time of creation from nowhere. In that oneness, the seed thought appears in our heart. It projects, it tells our mind, and we get driving into it because it's my heart's voice. That dream grows. Feel your heart space, your entire body, its connection to Mother Earth, the space within and without. As every breath is going in and out, we are losing this boundary of body. So have this connection known to you, that the touch with the ground, either you are sitting on the floor or on the chair, is giving me stability. That support is firm enough for me to play any drama that we call creation. As you breathe in, now take your awareness to the core of Mother Earth. Oh, stay there and then exhale, receiving the love from Mother Earth. Completely grounded. Being firm is not bad. Just give stability, support. That's the role of Mother Earth. In our life, as we chose to come here to walk on this planet. And Mother Earth embraced us with all her loves. No matter which country I was born, no matter where am I living today, that love, that support, that care is just present. As if the wave from the earth inner core is shifting our location. Now this is the time you move here, you move there, and I'm here for your use and enjoyment. Feel that transition happening within. What we observe like an infant we learn naturally, or we remember that I am not separate, I am the same, one with it. Now, take another deep breath, feeling every cell of the body, and exhale. Relax into this moment. Now, inhale deeply, feeling your heart, the chest cavity that this body can hold is small, but the space it is in is infinite, where there are only waves can be experienced that just exist from eternity. Feel that heart center pulsating, life, pulsating God, pulsating love. How the experience of unified field is, and how can I live it? In this pulsation, feel that connection to the creation. It's not out of that, without that. It's very part of that is whole. I took this role this life, this play, this drama, from this pulsation that wanted to experience something in very particular through this body and the mind I have made. From the situations. Now extend your awareness to your aura. Recognize this space around as the heart light is on. The entire space is lit. feeling this love, this light. Just clear any lingering thoughts of others. Just say to all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light, and you are still love and light. Do not feel the pain. Do not fear. I know a perfect place for each one of you to go. And I request my higher self name to take you there now, to guide you to light, to joy, to happiness, to your perfect place. I set you free, each one of you. Go in peace. Feel your stomach getting lighter. Feel the chest widening, softening in the body. And just say that I send love and light to all the thought forms around me. And feel that heart melting again. And then close your aura. I close my aura to all except my higher self. Feel what it feels to be like this. This is my experience of the moment. This stillness, this calmness, this serene ocean of love is the experience of God. In the seat of my heart, all that resides is His qualities. Watch there. If there is any thought, just watch it. If there is stillness, just feel it. Let that thought come and go. Rest in this space for some more time. And then you can give words to that feeling. that analogical sentence that I am made in the image of God. That is why I have all its qualities in me. God is love, so I am love. This will also change in some time, and it will just become I am love. Enjoy these moments. Do not go in trance. Take your back support off. God is light. I am light. Don't search for the God qualities, just feel it until the one transform into others, as if we are decorating our garden or home with some plants or some pictures, some other stuffs. One after the another, they fill space, they create space for each other. Allow yourself to feel each of the qualities, one day one, and just be with it. God is happiness, joy, and bliss. So I am happiness, I am joy, I am bliss. I am peace, I am gentleness, I am stillness. I am that humility, that melody in my voice, in my touch, that softness. In that openness, just like the seashore has wave coming and going. The entire creation touches me. God is abundance. With one thought, And this big of creation that belongs to that thought is that expression of the thought which I am one with. Now I own it. It belonged to me. And I belong to it. It will drop all fears, all resistance, all separation. Life without separation, without fear. What it would be like. Like we feel safe in my home. And when the cosmos is my home, I just move swiftly, effortlessly, easily, trusting life. That vastness of the creation was not to make us fear. It was there for us to realize what the existence of I could be. With this experience, allow insight to shift. Just melt into it. The liquid flows. That's just like that. We change like a wave. God is perfect and I am perfect with perfect thought, perfect health, perfect action. I am unified. I am that potential. God wants to express through me. My dear higher self, today I want to know my true desires, what I want to experience in my life. Say it wholeheartedly as if I truly want to know, but don't get emotional. Just say those words with firmness. That I really am paying attention to listen to my heart, to my higher self, what I want to experience, what are my true desires. Please give me your signal now. And tell me my true desires. Stay here until your next thought. Maybe it is to dress up nicely today. Something very different than what you think, what you like. Maybe that is coming from a condition. You may want to start writing as with the very first thought you get. Allow this rainy season to drain the old garbage from the pipe. It's the perfect season to wash away the old with nature's wash, with nature's gentle wash, like someday slow drizzling throughout the day. Sometime hard and strong. For those thick layered of cleaning. Let this water carry away the old emotions or the patterns we carry when it comes to our own desires. One who is experiencing it right now. It's truth. Is carving those new creation. We are just getting into alignment with truth. The truth that I am living this life from my wholeness for my full expression. I let this desire come. Maybe it's a seed for future, but we can claim it. We can make it sure for ourselves now. Just observe if there are any thoughts coming from others. Any other face coming. How you feel it? Does it make you feel open? So breathe into your desire today. And let us thank Babaji and our higher self, that all knowing intelligence guiding us today. And we are here with our deeper existence, opening a layer more, reaching further deep to find what's hidden like a treasure in me. Now I am curious. As much I understand, I believe that what I'm looking outside from somewhere to tell someone will tell one day, I'm carrying here in my heart. The desire of learning music, dance, expression, anything, any creativity, what it is bringing to you, the desire of unlimited joy, maybe getting in deeper into wisdom, the knowledge, that connects with that universal wisdom. Just allow it to happen to you. As the day passes, keep observing your thoughts. Time to time, find yourself in heart center. Most of the time, all the time, whether you feel you are pushed away, you feel it is difficult or tight to be at heart center, just observe. It will keep changing. But we want to be with that. It's the God's way of communicating with us. We will decode this language. So let us thank yourself. Feel that your higher self is you. Now allow everybody and everything as part of you, as part of your life design. They're there for your use and enjoyment. Till yesterday, being used by others felt like losing my dignity. But what does this use mean? What Babaji is saying is the use as collaboration. that feeling of that interconnectedness that we call oneness. Where everything is acting from its perfection, from wholeness. Nothing is forced, manipulated. Find what your heart says when you feel this being used. You can make a note on it, you can write. See what it tells you. Does it make you afraid? Or it gives you opportunity to choose? To be precious, to be whole, to be helping, to be collaborating. To be co-creating with that one thought of God. Now take this moment as a memory. Carry it through your day. Close your aura to all except your higher self. I close my aura to all except my higher self. And I send love and light to all the beings in my life, to all the things that I have, to the very aspect of my life I'm living today. Come back. Feel your room, your body, the space you are in. That touch with Mother Earth. Breathing life, breathing love into your life. Come back. Bring your both your hands, all 5 and 5, 10 fingers on top of your eyes. Give yourself a gentle touch and feel yourself. Feel your body. You can touch all over your body to the pain area. Bringing that relaxation, that trust in life, that everything is perfect, well planned, well designed, taken care. Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Preeti. Who
We
got
are
the
ready for
best?
week 10.
Who got the best true desire?
I truly enjoyed it. uh, it's it puts us in such a state where we start to accept how I am contributing, and it is so unique and different. And till today, I didn't count it as a contribution because of that comparison mindset, and that we will be working next week.
Mm. Preeti, you are lucky. Read the chat message for you.
The moment I was living my that role, I was living it to the fullest,
Mm.
and it was to the point where I lived working more than the usual hours and doing it wholeheartedly. Although one part of me is saying that you're not here for this, but still, what I have in my hands, I have to look after. That honesty was there. And definitely, it's not that I decided to quit, it's nature's deciding for me to quit. I cannot think of one thought and then do all that. It's a lot of pressure. It just happened. And silently, soon after, I was guided to start with this journey. Soon after, like my last day of work and this program, there was maybe just a day of gap. Yeah. 23rd was my last, 24th of 2024 was the day I was preparing that one day of break after job, and 25th of April 2024 we started the program. As if the timeline was also decided, okay.
Mm.
And that too,
So,
like Shailesh working on the translation week by week, and we are working with Hindi group. We didn't have the entire book translated in that the way we have today. So we had a lot of work ahead.
mm, we didn't have much resources at all at that time. Actually, no resources whatsoever. We have developed the resources over time. Since then, all kinds of practice videos, audiobooks, all those things have, over time, we have got those things developed. But what I wanted to bring your awareness was on the lucky enough part. This is how the unconscious people think. Others are lucky enough, I am not. This is unconscious. And this week we are learning conscious creation. So we have to wake up. I am in control. I am lucky enough. What is the meaning of lucky? They got what I did not get. So they are lucky. There is no luck. You determine what you want. You decide what you want. You decide what your experience needs to be. And that's what we are working on, the true desires. Bring them out. And that cannot be done in a sleeping state. In a sleeping state, you will continue to feel others are good, others are lucky, grass on the other side is always green. All that will happen as long as you are sleeping. Continue to sleep and keep dreaming, that's fine. But when you wake up, you know that, oh, I am in charge, I am responsible, nothing is happening on its own. I have to bring it to I have to claim it. It's all there. I have to claim it. That
And it's not
action
like
is
the
mine.
fear won't be there, that people will not change in one night, right?
Uh,
It's like you are doing that decision all of a sudden. So, you know, it's not the same for everybody. And what makes the difference is not the luck. It's that the same determination that you see on Shaileshji's face every morning when he comes. I'm here for this. That determination. But the moment I quit, I had no idea of doing Unified or starting with this program or anything like that. It was just to experience that void, what it feels like. When nobody's on your side, nobody told me that you go and do this. But it was my decision, and I wanted to experience what it brings to me. That
so,
experience of being that dust. I was that in that moment. But I did not devalued the dust.
right.
I found it as a very building block of the creation of the
Ah,
matter.
right. I don't have something called the luck to blame. Pass on my blames to something called luck, right?
I already had responsibilities that I can define. I carried from my family,
Ah,
like everybody does. Two members earning is better in today's world. Then you have parents, you look after your parents, you look after your kids' future and all that. Nothing could buy me. That's all. I had this, and the even the agenda was not set the moment that resignation letter was there. Just nature saying, this is my space. I just live boldly in my space. I'm not afraid of lacking of something. Today I have it and tomorrow I won't. That trust was made in deeply, like I was programmed into that, and that helped me move forward to unknown.
right. We have chapter 6 is not over for Nehaji yet. She's still in chapter 6, trying to deal with that one fundamental I am responsible for everything in my life that she's not able to take responsibility for, right?
That's why
And
we are here, carrying this in our practice every day, every day, every day. For
yes.
until like what Babaji is saying, that 24 weeks, we are doing it for a year almost.
Mm,
So to take it deeply, and now, next week I will tell you the beautiful aspect of it, that creation, that I create my own reality, that part. We will share more about it in coming week, because that is the most crucial thing for all of us. And you will read in the chapters too what Babaji is saying about it.
mm,
So even the acceptance of this fact, that we create our own reality, it just deepens with experience, with every details, with every experience of life. What you give to others and what you get from others, it just becomes so obvious, like crystal clear. Then no one is to blame. All that we need to do is just do our practice and reflect in your life. That's where you will get the answer. Not Shailesh, he can just give us insight, information, but our experience will come, and then only the shift will happen.
right.
My heart has to learn, my mind has to be programmed. I am the owner of it. Only I can do. Others are just telling me their experience and how to do it.
Yes, yes. So we have to take charge, take control, wake up and take control of what's going on in me. I am responsible. It is the truth. Whether you accept it or not, It doesn't change the truth. It remains the reality, right? Nothing can change it. But you can keep sleeping on it as long as you want. That right is given to you. Nature has given the right to you to sleep and dream. Keep dreaming, keep doing it. As long as you enjoy the dream, just keep enjoying it. There is no hurry, there is no rush. Everybody doesn't have to wake up. Only those have to wake up who have to prepare breakfast for everyone else, right? They have to wake up, get into the kitchen, clean up, start preparing food. When others wake up, they will need to eat. So this is a system. Nature has created a system. Others can
Yes.
enjoy the sleep as long they are here to enjoy the sleep, by the way. That's why we
And
come in
the
the world.
most beautiful part of this story, one day you keep feeding breakfast for many days and days without knowing when it will end, and someday all of a sudden there is breakfast for you, there is after night cleanup for you, there is everything done for you, and this with the same people, and you say, "Oh my God, what I'm receiving!" And you will find that I had put that lock. We are just like talking fantasies, no? How can a human life like this? I don't know. But if it was not possible, it was not told. And at very different levels, we all are experiencing it, who is continuing this path.
Right. You know how, you know Satya Sai Baba? He used to produce a watch right from the air, and there is a watch. How could he do that? Mind will not accept, oh, how he's just doing some magic, right? How did he do that? Listen to that audio on Nasadiya Sukta. You will know. One little vibration creates everything. If you are connected to the vibration, you can do that. Create whatever you want from your hand, just like that. You can do that. Every one of us has the ability. We have been given the seed. We just don't know how to use it.
And what it
So,
is, because we keep waiting, someone will come one day and someone will tell me. But we forgot that we are in that stage that we have to learn from ourselves. Learn from your own experience. Your guru is you, that you are in that journey.
and what is the biggest obstacle? Biggest obstacle is that we have assumed that I am not the creator. If I have that fundamental basis is that I am not the creator, somebody else is doing things for me. Somebody is producing luck for me, bhagya for me, my destiny. Somebody else is doing, then somebody else will do it anyway.
It is such a contradiction, because when we say somebody, we are calling it God. That
Yeah.
cannot be put in words. That
Uh,
surrenderance, what we have learned so far, is there, but in a different way.
they-
The very line that Ajay ji explained today, I am in Atman or Atman in me. It's like that. Who is doing what? Listen to the talk again today. It was so fun. Oh my God.
this is only opening up of our knowing, right? We have possibility, we have options, right? In our life we have options. One option is stay connected to your conscious mind, which has limitations. Conscious mind is a sum total of intelligence gathered over this lifetime. It's a sum total of that, nothing more than that. You also have another option which we are learning here. In chapter 4 we got to know about all knowing intelligence. And that all knowing intelligence is accessible to all of us. You can start using that also if you want to. Choice is still with me only. I can decide what I want to do, right? When I start using the all knowing intelligence, that's when you begin to start knowing all these things. Okay, I need to create a watch from the ear like that. I can do it.
Oh my God, yesterday that's what I felt, I was just sitting blank in my couch and I just said that, if I can create from this space, can I really create a cloth for me? And that's what he is saying right now. And later we talked about it. I don't know. Someday he was saying the same thing to me. So, but that moment was because, if you have read this book called Celestine Prophecies, third series, I think, that's where he says, it talks about Shambhala basically, but that's where they're saying like people are using their spiritual energy, means their heart power to create. So that's how they create comfortable clothes for them. They're living in a very cold space. So she just did something, and that's concentration. It gave her a beautiful, soft cloth to wear. So that memory just came to me. And we are talking about it, that creation, that, can we really do this? So it's my mind that is blocking me. I don't believe it. You just have to do that cotton thing and then sewing and all that, right? That's how we have seen. And that's where we are working. Like, how much you can break your beliefs. There's nothing wrong, but how can you make it different?
The understand those who got this connection, those who were able to exercise these powers. Remember why did they not do it all the time, or why did they not go and change the world? They could have done, right? When they can just create a watch from the air, they could have done anything else, right? Given wealth to every person on this planet, given joy to every person on this planet. They could have done that. Why did they not do it? When they have the power, why did they not do it?
That's all other people wants. They're waiting for it. Why can't they do this? Why can't they fix the society? And that's where they blame them. They are just money launderers from the spiritual side.
These are things to for going into deeper contemplation. When we begin to start understanding the nature, becoming one with nature, you will understand the ways of the nature. How does nature actually function? How am I connected with it? What is my role in it? Right? What am I doing here? All that connection starts settling when you start flowing with the nature, when you become
Oh,
connected.
this is amazing. I mean, Shailesh Ajay ji has written this beautiful one line. The word claim started all this. So
Yes.
that's creation. My heart is pulsating, vibrating, but I'm not doing anything yet. I'm not doing anything yet. Just that one thought popped up from somewhere. Oh, who thought?
Buddhi Vilas. This in Hindi we call it Buddhi Vilas, entertainment of the mind. Yes, Pallavi, you wanted to say something. Yeah. Go ahead.
Beautiful. Uh, the meditation was very deep. I mean, deep down when I wrote it down, I don't know and where it came from. Like awareness and matter is not two different things. It cannot be calculated through E is equal to mc square. I don't know. See, it has just came up like, it was very deep. I mean, my head is still vibrating. So awareness and matter is not two different things. It cannot be calculated. It can be only experienced, and yeah, it can be controversial
It is.
scientifically. I don't know.
If you listen to today's talk by Ajay ji, he explained clearly awareness and matter are two different things.
And it is written that like awareness and matter are not two different things.
So understand, you
So
have to.
something like
uh,
I feel it. I don't know. So like E is equal to mc
Let
square.
go.
So matter and conscious, if we anything will remove from that, the equation will
Pallavi
not be there. But that is also from the I whoever who invented this. I don't know. Remember the name also now. I don't know.
on it.
Yes.
Pallavi, when I said awareness and matter are two different, that is at the big
Hmm.
state, the beginning state when you want to didn't get mixed up. But at the latter
Hmm.
stage, there are two philosophies are there. If you take Sankhya philosophy, for them Purusa, awareness is called Purusa. Purusa and Prakriti, they are two totally different entities. And both are Anadi. There is no beginning and there is no end. So that is Sankhya. And then how the creation comes, when they come together, that's the creation. Then what happens, because certain qualities of Prakriti is superimposed on Purusha and certain qualities of Purusha is superimposed on Prakriti. And so that's why, so the limitations of Prakriti, matter, becomes my property. I feel suffocated. And then when I want to get out of it, is like, near the crystal, you put a rose flower. So now the crystal looks red. So how you can take it out? It's impossible to take it out physically, not in money, in our creation. Though it looks like I can take the flower out. So it needs understanding. And so then when you understand that, and that is called kaibalya, then I can take out that redness from me, the crystal. So that is one philosophy. You take it Advaita. What Advaita tells is, yes, there is not two different things. It is awareness, and then where from it got the matter to create this? It said it just imagine. That's called Maya. So Maya is the creative power of awareness and also the creation itself. Try to understand this. Like dream. Like when you are dreaming, so where from you got the matter? The river is flowing, the tiger is there, the plant is there. So where is the matter is there? It came from the only mind. It's from awareness it came. So what Advaita does is he said, no, matter doesn't exist. It doesn't say that it doesn't exist like uh, like cow has a like a no sorry something like a horn. So horn, it doesn't have a like a something unicorn. So you don't have it. It's not like that. It is there because I see the plant. I breathe the air. So it is there. But the reality, in reality, it is not there. It is like the gold and ornaments. You take the gold out from ornaments. Ornaments only give name and form. So similarly, when you take existence, because awareness, existence are together. So when you take the existence out from this whole universe, so what will it becomes non-existent. It's like same. You take the gold out from ornaments, the name and form, there is nothing is there. So similarly, what Advaita said, that the whole creation is an unreal in the sense that uh, the reality behind it is only awareness. There is no reality behind the whole creation. Like the reality behind the ornaments, there is nothing except the gold. You take the gold out, ornaments are not there. Similarly, you take the existence out from the whole creation, and it's not there. And that existence is awareness or Brahman. And that's you. And it takes the super claim that it is not, it's not that somebody is sitting somewhere. No. It is Pallavi, you, yourself. This you. And that awareness, existence, whole creation is sustained by you. So
That is
beautiful
to
it
be
is.
experienced, like, yeah. So in experience, it was like that, and it was actually what you are telling. Everything was coming in that, even the womb that has created that, eggs, and so that was actually flowing through, and I was experiencing it. So it was wow.
Think
cannot
of it.
explain it, but
Think of it like think of it like this. Let me make it slightly easier for you. Consciousness has an ability to become aware, and awareness determines what you experience. Without consciousness, awareness cannot be there. So consciousness has the ability to be aware. Aware of what? Whatever you want. And that awareness brings the experience. You will not get an experience of anything which you are not aware of. Whatever is in your awareness, that's what you will experience. If it is outside your awareness, you don't even know that it exists. So you can't experience it. So awareness is the ability of consciousness to experience.
So you see, there's another beauty is,
Hmm.
Pallavi, try to understand this also. Come to Buddhism. You know what Buddhism said? Shunya. Neither awareness is there, nor matter is there. The example is given is, you take a the sorry, chariot. Sorry, I always lose track of this one. Chariot. So he said, take the chariot. Now, this is the wheel, this is this one, this is this one, this is this one. So you dismantle the whole chariot. So, show me, where is the chariot? So similarly, when you take out the whole creation one by one, then you find where is awareness, where is matter, where is God, what is nothing. That's why he said, Kshanikam, 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 Sunyam, Sunyam, Sunyam. It's
yes,
beautiful. The philosophies are beautiful. So one has to have the open mind to
experience is more
accept.
beautiful.
No, accept. No. Sometimes what happens in I said, this is my knowledge. My guru has said, oh, this. So then it doesn't expand. But see, everywhere the truth is there. It just manifests in a different way, the way you want to take it.
True.
It's
True.
so
And even
beautiful.
expansion is also different, because as Preeti ji said, no, how it happened, like some things are, unfolding at different level. Like it is not necessary. That's why earlier I used to think like, what I want to know myself. Who am I? Who am I? Got it? That glimpse, and then that is not enough. That aham brahmasmi, that will get you kick. But as Preeti ji said, like, can you see in each and everything that Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma? If you can see, then it's nice. And you be in that state and do the things will happen, and you see in each and everything. That's what happened on Guru Purnima, which is unexplainable. That's what I said. Like it is next level. So, but still the expansion is remain, and I am seeing that beauty. Like at different times, something different open up. Like this now. It was so miraculous to be in that state, seeing what is unfolding from that Brahman, and at the same time in the womb. Can you mind cannot comprehend this. It is beyond something. Like so I wrote it in that, so my handwriting also I cannot recognize it, like,
See,
so but this is how it is.
understanding also needs little expansion in the sense, let's understand
Mm,
this. Aham Brahmasmi, I am that. So who is telling? Ajay Naik, who is learning, he is telling, Aham Brahmasmi. That is his guru has said, the scripture has said. But the person who gets realized, that state of being there, which Patanjali Yoga Sutra says, Tadadrastu Swarupe Avasthana. What is yoga? Yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. There is no modifications of the mind. Then Sutra 3 says, what happens then? Tadadrastu swarupe avasthanam. He is established in his true self. The person who is established in the true self, who is God's self-realization, for him, Aham Brahmasmi, what he will say, what is this? Because he's seeing the whole creation. So where is I am? Where is Brahmasmi? See, we have to get into what exactly they are saying, from which perspective somebody is telling that. Are you getting it? The person who gets from him, where is individual Ajay Naik there? The whole creation is he.
That's
When
what you start
we are
seeing
meditating, no, when
every
we are meditating,
yourself
are you?
in everything.
So when
That's
you are
what I'm telling.
meditating, where is Pallavis is there in that meditation? In your meditation today, if by any chance during Pritiji when she was leading it, if you have lost track of her
I was
words,
not lost.
at
It
that
was like,
stage was Pallavis was there anywhere?
yeah,
Did you
that
felt your
consciousness was there.
body? Did you felt your mind? Did you felt your intelligence? Where you
That's
are
like a
you?
deep sleep state where there is
Yeah,
nothing, and so we don't
absolutely.
remember anything, right? So
Why do we not remember? Think about it. Why we do not remember that experience? Because anything experienced is from the mind, and in your
Yes,
meditation, you transcend the mind, so that experience is not registered.
you hit the nail in the right place.
Right? You,
Absolutely.
so you have expanded outside the mind now. In your meditation, you usually expand beyond the mind. In that state, that experiencing part goes away. Then you are in a state. And that is the state of Shunya. That's where everything creates. The creation happened from that state only.
So that state, whether you said is sunya or fullness, it doesn't make
It
any
doesn't
difference for
matter.
that person.
It really doesn't matter.
and
It doesn't matter.
everybody experience that state when like they sleep, they experience that state. They who meditate, they also experience that state, but they do not recognize what that experience is. So what we are doing here is conscious experience of that is the same thing.
Yeah.
We've been longing to be that, but we didn't realize that that state exists
It
all the
is
time.
that
We just don't
the
need to.
experience, I cannot what do you get? Express it. The
Ah,
experience I have gone through, like
ah.
in that state, I have no words to express it, like how to each and everything what Ajay sir said just now, and what Shailesh sir and you are saying.
Why would you not
That
have
when
words?
you come
Think
come
about it.
out of it, I don't know, but the whole picture what I have, what is going on, what Sakshi Bhav, I was seeing everything, like what it is like, so I don't
And
know
there's
now,
no
like
picture also in that state. It's like deep
That's
sleep.
what I'm explaining, right? That why when you try to explain something, it has to be in the mind, because language exists only in the mind. And
hmm,
when language becomes incapable of expressing, that means that information is beyond the mind.
because it was pictorial, like what is happening, like everything. So in
That's why
I
mind
don't know,
cannot
like
even mind cannot comprehend it. It is
comprehend.
it is a state. It is your state
Hmm,
beyond the mind. So mind cannot comprehend it, it cannot explain, it cannot put it in words. And this has
hmm,
been always the message all ascended masters have given. All of them have given the same message, that I can't put it in words what I've gone through. I can't explain it, because that experience doesn't belong to the domain of the mind,
Correct.
right? So this is the learning we go through when we pick up any path, bhakti or gyan. All these paths basically tell you the limitation of the mind. That's all they tell you. That this is where the mind is done. Now I can't do anything more than that.
hmm,
Then
So
you,
that Rig Veda video, right, where you listen that even the Spandan, that one thing created the
uh,
mind. That first thought, that ichha,
hmm.
that love, that created everything is the time where the mind got created. So that is the
Yes.
space, like that is holding or collection of thoughts, that whatever you now give name or images or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Call it the
if
first thought.
that exists and we can give words, it is after that. And if
mm,
we experience something that is like the before creation, what it says, it cannot be said. It's like a vacuum, or it has everything or nothing. Satya, Satya, everything. How can you define when there are words are limited
Mind cannot comprehend it, right? Because
exactly.
it did not exist.
Mm,
or
In that
existed?
state, mind did not exist.
Mm-hmm.
So the creation of the mind itself happened at some point, and that's when everything else got created, because then came the thought, right? The moment that first thought started with creation of the mind, created the universe, which we call as a universe. All of us are part of that.
And everything is Icha only.
mm,
The mind is Icha. God's ka Icha.
mm,
So
Tune
that
into
is,
that Icha.
and know that this is also a philosophy. This is one of the many philosophies. Know that. Very important. Always remember the clauses which are behind, fine print of everything.
That's the best part of the audio, that it had Purusha Sukta and this Nasadi Sukta, Rinagarbha Sukta. They are all connected. Saying they
Ah,
want to see where
all
where's
connected.
the conflicts are there. They don't
Yes.
know, so they're open about it,
ah.
and that has to be open. This it's for a reason. Then actually there was an Osho
Mm,
video on it. So he said if the question is answered, the question is lost. If the
Yeah.
question is lost, how the creation will go? So you will not find the answer. It is just a loop. You
Yeah.
come, you keep coming and keep searching and keep creating in that search.
Ah,
That true
correct.
desire of God
Yeah.
through you.
ah.
So check that true desire, what it is. It is to be in that state, deep state, shunya, or live that shunya,
Mm.
knowing it's all
Mm,
potential.
So, small practical experience you should start doing now. Start doing it practical, like body, physical body, part of your mind needs experience, right? So, through experience, also you can go into that state. How do you do
Then,
that?
so Sanjay, so Pallavi, try to also a little hint I will give you.
Mm,
See, when whatever we are reading in the scriptures,
mm,
this is first experienced, then it's put in words.
mm,
Now, what a
mm,
seeker is doing, he's taking the words and trying to fit in the experience. So there, a failure will come. So what you have to do, once you start experiencing, just let go. Then don't search for these words. Don't try to define it, what it is. It is
mm,
automatically to reveal to you what exactly it happened. So,
mm.
because now what is happening? Oh, this is I have to Sakshi Baba. Sakshi Baba will where I'm just I'm not criticizing you, Pallavi. Please have say what I'm
No, no, no,
saying.
no.
I'm just trying to point out. See, Sakshi will come when I see something. So Sakshi Baba is for a seeker. I should not feel that Ajay Naik has an attachment to Sunanda. She is an individual, I am an individual. So she has free will, I have free will. So I am the Sakshi Baba, whatever she does, I am Sakshi Baba. But when you are in the deep meditation, you are alone. That when that I-ness is not there, where is some Sakshi? You will watch, what you will watch Sakshi? Nothing. Are you getting it? It's a
Yes.
two different levels, things are moving.
Mm,
Are you with me?
yes.
That's where going deep, staying with one thing, it
yeah,
is recommended, especially for this
yeah.
practice, this unified practice. It's like
Yes,
we're
it's very
shaping our
So,
mind.
beautiful.
experiential expansion is what I'm suggesting, right? My suggestion
Mm.
is try it out for one
Awareness.
day, just for one day.
Okay.
Try this thing out,
Mm,
that whatever you touch,
mm.
consider it to be God. Okay? When you start eating today, I am eating God. When you touch the food, feel I am touching God. And then
It's
feel that
already
I am eating
happening,
God.
Shailaji.
Everything is, so that is the expansion.
Yeah,
You will see.
that's what I said. Like what I'm making, it's
Hmm,
becoming that. So
hmm,
I'm surprised to see how, like, what is it? Like, how can the knife, I can become knife? Like,
hmm,
so holding it also sometimes, like,
huh,
that's what the phase I'm going right now.
hmm.
But it's beautiful.
What did you do
Yeah,
when you
that's it.
became
We
knife?
all
Tell me, what did you do when you became knife?
I cannot, like, I thought, okay, I just love it, like, and slowly, okay, you can cut it. Okay, you are becoming knife now, cut it.
Ah, you can.
Lovely. So it's love only, like,
Ah,
you just cannot,
cutting
you
is
are,
also cutting is also an
yes,
expression of
everything,
love.
like,
Yes.
and just
That's why I
crying.
said that there
Because
is
that's,
such that we all will experience it, the life getting beautiful,
yeah.
easier, flowing, at a different levels, we all will
Mm.
experience.
And I'll tell you the reason also, that conflict, what I was going through, no, that was major hurdle.
Mm,
Because from my point of view, it was major hurdle, like Gyan, because that divine doesn't want you to be in any duality,
mm,
not a single just 0.01%. Then only it is, I think being served to you what is the truth. Like,
nahi, nahi, nahi.
let it be.
Divine doesn't want you to do anything. Divine is not wanting anything out of you. Divine has left you to want. Uh, Go want, experience, and then come to your conclusions and keep evolving.
Hmm,
Right? That's what it is. And that divine happens to be you yourself, actually. So you are letting yourself experience. Right? Just keep evolving
hmm,
with experience. There are no rules. There are no rules. Why?
hmm,
Because if you put rules, you are limiting.
hmm,
Every rule will limit its boundary. So no rules.
hmm.
In nature, there are no rules. Know
So
that.
the best advice I liked from Ajay ji, don't try to give words. Just
Uh,
experience it
Hmm,
and
uh,
you will see what it is bringing. As I said, when
uh,
God is experiencing itself,
uh. It is your private personal experience.
it is not just private, it is definitely like to an extent, very private, but it will change you. That shift will be is the way you see things, the eyes will be more softer, then the voice will be softer. These are the shift in that physical plane, that where the spandan is happening is not stiff, it's
Mm,
open,
yeah.
hmm,
it's flowing.
Yes.
So that kind of flow, even you'll see as if like even the hard surface on earth will feel like it is layered with petals of flowers. It's that kind of, that that belongingness. It's different, it's the
hmm.
experience, and
Uh,
where their
Sometimes I
God
need
is
to do
not like
grounding for that, because you
separating
feel like
God,
that your feet is not on this earth only.
uh,
the experience will
So
switch.
I dance
The
that time. Then.
the experience will switch into that oneness in God, not God with God. You just yeah, like you use it, like you move it, like fearless, like that soft flowing. There's no separation, no asking, no giving, no thanks also, because it's that expansion of becoming that whole, and it's like holding that space.
and when you are in that whole, in that state of being the whole, there is no one else, so there is no God, nothing else to compare to, nothing else to refer to. It's just it is. That's it. There is no me and you, or none of that, right? There is no separation there. That is that state of oneness where it just is. Right? Can't be explained. So that mind cannot comprehend, because mind's basis is to more than me. That's the basis of mind. There is something else. I created it, but it is there. There is something else. And when there is something else, everything else starts from there. The thoughts, the mind starts to. So, in that state of oneness, we are actually retrieving ourselves back into our existence, expanded existence. stepping
it's
back
again like trying to give
Stepping back.
words to that,
to that.
which
Yeah.
is very
Mm.
experience of everybody that, just keep doing it,
Yeah.
and
You
also,
you must have seen the videos on YouTube of a person whose name is Papaji. He was a disciple of Maharishi uh, Raman, Ramana Maharshi. He was a disciple. His name is Papaji. If you see his videos, you will be. I used to, when I started, first time I saw it, why is this person constantly laughing only? He's just continuously laughing. He's just laughing. Even if he's saying something, he's saying it as laughing only. I used to wonder what's wrong with this guy. But he is a very known, very renowned ascended master. He was, now, not anymore. Right? So when you now, as I am going through the experience, I am beginning to see that I can't change that. It's there on my face all the time. Automatically, the state has shifted. So by looking at somebody, you can figure out, well, where is this person already?
Mm.
There is a
That,
beautiful story, was not story exactly, it happened. There is one disciple of Vivekanand.
hmm,
After Vivekananda came back from US to India, her name was Mary Hale, I think. She wrote a mail to Vivekananda saying that you were so wonderful and your teaching was so beautiful that everything is God. Vivekananda wrote back, which is that strange philosophy? Who taught that? I didn't say that everything is God. Uh, what Satyasi you said now, God is. I might have used these words, but what I try to tell is God is.
yeah,
That is what exactly you explained now.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. It is the state. It is our state. Eventually, that's the realization we start having ultimately, that um, it when you are not in the mind, you retrieve yourself back into your reality. That is your truth.
Mm.
And in that state, there is no Shailesh, there is nobody else. It's
Mm.
just is. Right?
where everybody is.
Shailesh, the drop called Shailesh vanishes, the drop called Pallavi vanishes. It just is the ocean. That's it. The
Then
ocean.
there is everybody. I take it that way. I don't
Yeah,
feel
which
it as like,
you can look at it either way,
uh,
right? Like Ajay ji
Shunya
explained
or
earlier,
fullness. Either
shunya or
Shunya or
shunya,
fullness.
either way.
Nothing is everything.
Yeah,
every
Yeah.
time I
Nice,
now
nice. You are he very
understand
nice.
this
Yeah.
difference, right? Like we want to meditate, and like the initial goals are like being thoughtless, being like that, going in that state where nothing exists and all that. It's
Yeah,
like deep
earlier that
sleep.
was happening. I'm like without no thought in a day, and whatever is happening, but I was not conscious and I was not knowing what is happening. So as this chapter, we step by step what icha and all, then slowly I thought that in the process that I have to be conscious also at the same time what is happening. Like I was not able to understand what is the whole day is happening,
yeah.
like in that shunya state, what nothing, thoughtless, but
Don't
like
don't hold on to
That's
these
why.
words.
Yeah.
Your Pallavi, don't misunderstand, because you
no,
have a lot
no,
of
Jay sir.
concepts in mind and you are holding on that I
Because
have to go. Then
yeah.
your path becomes very narrow. Oh, no, no, no. He said
Mm,
no duality, no this one. Then how you will walk through this? So, are you getting it? So, after some time,
mm,
you have to drop all this. You take the understanding part of it only. Forget
Just
about the words.
let go of that.
mm,
Yeah. Just let go.
So, what I was saying, that that experience of meditation or deep sleep experience is already ours, right? So,
Yes.
why we are still unsatisfied? That deep sleep of night gives us the morning kick, and that deep meditation, it's like every time we keep doing it, and we are happy we are doing meditation and all that. But when things change, not by going into that deep state all the time, every time, and we keep seeking, like we will sit for 3 hours so that we can sit for 10 minutes or 20 minutes of deep state, like that. Instead, that kind of, maybe the rest I needed in the initial time, I went into deep, I rested well. Now I am active, I'm alive, exploring things, and now I'm using that energy in my life. So this unified becomes a very integral part of that meditation, where I come and I look into my mind. What am I holding? If I'm taking fresh food to create my recipe, buying fresh vegetables from the market every day, doing cleaning every day for my house, what am I doing with my mind? Carrying old beliefs, others' belief, others' patterns, and I don't even know. I don't even know that infinite potential that can create things from the air. That kind of sharpness, that kind of, that creator's conscious creator. If you are that, then there's no limit what you can create. You can create a star, a planet. So that's where we are heading to, and there is no end to it now. There is no liberation. So in the book, there's no after death stories. It's only the story how to live this life, where to create from, where to express and blossom in all ways of life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Very good discussion. We had very deep discussion beyond unified, so much more. Um, so keep working on this chapter now
Tomorrow.
till tomorrow, of course. For those who are in the English group, they can continue till the next Thursday. So continue to understand the whole meaning of this chapter. Why are we reading about our true desires? Actually, we are creating a map of our own reality, who we are, why am I here, type of things. Those will come
Thursday
up.
morning, you can start with chapter 10. You can read it on your own before you come to the session, so
Mm,
that it will help you clarify doubts and go deeper in the first reading.
mm.
So that, the first video has more information also. When you ask questions, then it has more information.
So get ready for that. Tomorrow, of course, we are going to do a special session on how I will tell you how I use artificial intelligence for deeper studies, right? That's what I'm going to share tomorrow. And then it's up to you whether you want to experience that or not. It's your choice. You can always make your own decisions. But I will share. I mean, so many people wanted to know, and so I thought, okay, let me just explain what I do, right?
Will it be
Um,
recorded or only
yeah,
live?
we I will do the live also. It will go on the channel. Yeah. Today I'm going to prepare the invitation with links and everything. So you will have that thing. So tomorrow's session is very optional, only for those. It's only for those who are really interested in working on the laptop and doing more research, understanding deeper, etc. I will just show you how I do it, right? And it's not a compulsory thing for everyone. It will not prevent your unified journey. So just feel the freedom. Yeah, choose, make a choice. Yeah, good.
Mm.
So yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you, Ajay ji, thank you, Preeti,
Thank you. No, no,
thank
thank you,
you,
Thank
Shailesh
thank
Ji.
you.
Thank
thank
you
you
all.
all.
Such a wonderful journey.